Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, the place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1996 to listen to Retropolis by the Flower Kings. And this one comes from Retropolis, their second studio album. This is an 11-plus minute epic and is an instrumental track. So excited to be back to this band again. The time flew. I think it's been 4 or 5 months. My only other song I reacted to got the quadruple platinum. So I adore this band already. So excited for more. Another long one. Let's check it out. Mellotron? break your pen. Don't break your pen. Ooh, a gorgeous turn. So natural and electronic at the same time. Evocative to the max. I'm feeling possessed. Waiting for that. I must hear that transition. Darn, looks like Spotify doesn't do a seamless transition here, but I think there is one. So I just have to listen to the first few seconds of the next song. A little teaser. Wow. Wow. So eerie. Dang. Don't want to spoil too much. I'm sure I'll get to this one eventually. I need to know more about this album. Is it a concept album? So many sound effects, so dark. Didn't expect that. So evocative, even this song that we just teased. And of course, the big song which we just heard. So many images in my head. Wow. I have to know more about what this album is about. That was amazing. Just like the last song, an unbelievable amount of amazingness packed into these just over 11 minutes. What a ride. So much. I took a lot of notes. I was loving it. I was shocked. I didn't expect it to be so dark. I love the vintage kind of Mellotron opening. Pretty sure that's what the instrument was. Amazing stuff. Kind of a throwback to maybe even the 70s. So I love that. Then we'll call the next part a second intro. That huge epic Genesis-esque section. Amazing. I'm like, this could be Genesis easily. Sounded just like them. I loved it, of course. Huge, bold, dramatic, emotional. Then for the third introduction, we'll call it, it started getting more cinematic, darker. I was getting kind of video game vibes, dark video game vibes. Of course, I'm going to love that space. But it took us so many other places. Wow. But I'm definitely far away through the whole song. I'm in a distant place, another time, nothing like today. That was amazing. How incredibly evocative the song was. Plenty of epic electric guitar moments in this song by Roine. Incredible stuff. Wow. It felt like I was walking around in a different planet, discovering this very odd, bizarre, dark, beautiful, scary, etc. environment. I went to different places. We'll talk about it more, but it was just, again, so evocative. Probably the word of the day for this song. It was all such monumental music, you know, this shaky, huge organ just kind of going in and out, maybe just on the right, maybe the left, I don't know. But I loved hearing it. Wasn't too loud, but made a big impact on me. Again, as the song progressed, the guitar, that electric guitar, so dizzying, kind of that carving feel where it's literally like pulling my body up because of what he was doing with it. So powerful. Wow. A bit ominous as it went on. It started getting kind of creepier, but it was this cool mix, you know, of ominous, eerie, kind of cocky music, frightening, maybe I'll call it musically terrorizing, but in a good way, of course, because you saw me loving it, so into it. Then probably the best part of the song for me, the big change up. Everything calms down. We're in a whole different environment, probably on the same planet. It felt like, you know, we jumped off this chaotic cliff where all that big music was happening. I fell into a pool of water, and we're in a calm, quiet, empty space with, you know, calm, quiet music. It was beautiful. Didn't last too long, but I was loving that moment. Chills and watery eyes, check. I think we're still in that slow section when I wrote down there were these creepy plucked strings. Incredible. I don't hear those nearly enough in the songs I listen to. But again, all these crazy sound effects, that really blew me away how many they used and how much they evoked things in me. Did I hear a dying dog at one point? I mean, who does that? Incredible stuff. Unidentifiable sound effects, clicky stuff, just pounding stuff. Wow, loved it all. The music was certainly possessing me. I mentioned the word possess during the song. Insane. And oh, I need a visual story to go along with this epic song. Again, evocative to the max. I'll try not to say that word anymore. But a video, a movie, a story, translating this music into visuals would be so amazing. This song was full of drama. You just heard it. I would call it like elegant drama, maybe sophisticated drama. Just a cool balance, a cool blend. We pick up again with more flowing groove. That was amazing. I swear they just, again, pack so many unbelievable moments in their songs, at least the big long ones like these two that I've heard now. Plenty more epic guitar solos. And then the moment arrived that I was waiting for, hoping for. I had read that there was an Asian or Chinese melody that came into this song. I definitely heard it, was so happy and satisfied when I heard it. Very, very short, but it really added a lot to the song. And again, I got what I was hoping for. Of course, everybody firing on all cylinders, but that bass was so superb throughout the song by Michael. It was impossible to ignore that as well. So many extremely creative and outside of the box artistic decisions. I swear at some point towards the big finale, I heard the guitars literally screaming. Wow. I think I heard an organ screaming. It's like, again, who does that? They do that. And I love it. So much intensity in so much of this song in different ways. Pretty sure we got some congas even, rapid fire playing congas. Wow, wow, wow. So much intensity in this one. But then the ending, maybe that was the biggest change. Everything drops out. We're transported somewhere else. I don't know where, but this ultra warm acoustic guitar takes over, 1,000% opposite from the rest of the song. Wow, that was probably the biggest shocker in the song. It was so soothing. We were just kind of calming down, and I so want to know what that enormous change up signified. I don't know if the band ever talked about it, or everyone's going to have their interpretation, but there has to be some kind of meaning there, why they went from this humongous universe, planet, whatever it was, to this warm, soft guitar. I think that was the only instrument. Maybe some sound effects, I don't remember. But wow, a huge change, an intense, roller coaster of a ride, I would call this one. Yeah, my brain couldn't compute all of this. It was shocked. It was delighted many times over. Wow. Again, the song shocking, outside of the box, gorgeous, beautiful. Then it was unnerving, but oh so evocative, so atmospheric. Wow, completely loved it. I'm not surprised based on my first song that I heard. And therefore, it's easily getting the Triple Epic Platinum Record Award, absolutely, for Retropolis by the Flower Kings, 1996. Wow. And thank you so much to everyone in the band firing on all cylinders at 1,000%. Thank you to Roine Stolt, Thomas Boda, Michael Stolt, Hasse Bruniusson, and Jaime Salazar. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you love this ride as well. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about this one, I would love to know what you think. And if you have other favorites by the Flower Kings. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.